So the month of November at the Western Development Museum, we are offering a variety of activities in honor of Remembrance Day, which of course is November the 11th. Throughout the entire month, we'll be offering a Secant Fine, which features images of articles from our collection that are ingredients to make a war rations cake. During the time of the First and Second World War, many things like food were rationed in limited supply so that more could be sent overseas to the troops that were fighting there. So visitors will have a chance to look at some of these images. And the neat thing about this is that most of these things are not here at our museum. They're actually located in storage or at the other WDMs. So it's a nice way to kind of show some collection that the general public doesn't usually get to see. As the visitors go through, they find the pictures and then they write them down on their activity sheets. Also in the month of November, we have a variety of films from the National Film Board. These talk about the First and Second World Wars and how Canada and its people were impacted in ways that they went through troubles, adversity, and overcame these challenges. The other thing that we have coming up in November, on the 19th, we have two presentations where we'll be talking more about Saskatchewan during wartime. The first one on November 19th is at 11 a.m. and it's about the British Commonwealth Air Training Plan, which is one of the big things that our province did to contribute to the Second World War effort. There were a number of training bases here in our province, located all over the province, and we'll be looking at some of the aircraft as well as a few of the different restorations that have been done to get the pieces ready for our museum here in our aviation gallery. The second presentation on November the 19th is about Saskatchewan's wartime contributions, and a number of the pieces that I have on the table here really speak to that. We have things like socks that were knitted. A lot of people who stayed at home, the women and children, did those sorts of efforts for the soldiers that were overseas. We have some ration books. We have things that were recycled, again, towards the war effort. We have some images and pictures about how some farmers received an exemption from having to go overseas and fight. And we also have some nods to changes in fashion happening over the years, especially with the Second World War. During that time, things like silk, like these pair of hosiery here, were actually rationed to make things like parachutes for troops. They were replaced by things like nylon, which feels quite a bit different. The nice thing about most of these examples here is that people can touch them. So during those presentations before and after, they'll have the opportunity to get up close and see what these things look like and felt like. And then we've also got a few of the other things on the table that are reproductions, again, pictures, certificates. We also have a beaded poppy. A number of Indigenous people were involved with fighting overseas. However, when they returned, they did not receive the same benefits that many other Canadian soldiers did. So we do talk about that a little bit as well. We hope that everybody can join us. It's something that we feel is very important here at the museum to learn a little bit about how our province was involved in the war efforts.